One, two, three. And I am checking on you and me. And I have to make that shit rhyme. What's good? Now, I always got to keep my notes open, but that time I didn't. And just like everybody else, I took disregard to any responsibilities this weekend because it was EDC weekend. And you know what? I had to go party at the Electric Daisy Carnival. It was my first time ever going there. And to say that I was preemptively judging everybody, and I was. And I want to apologize, and I'm sincere from the sincerest part of my heart, the bottom of my heart, everybody who goes there, from the EDC pasty wearing whores, the dudes who wear the tank tops, who aren't, I'm sorry. I really am, okay? I was judging you. I wasn't vibing with you very well. And whose fault was that? That was mine. It was all my fault. And then I experienced goat yoga for the first time in my life. And then I realized I didn't go. Hell no. I ain't paying $300, $400 to sit out in the hot sun, go to the motor speedway. Fuck that. Nope. That ain't my cup of tea. I don't like big events. I'm very particular about my events that I go to. Saying that they are big events. Let's say I think the biggest event I go to that's ever in town is usually it's like a culture feast, or they do a foodie fest. And you know me, I'm a chunky, husky, muscular man who likes to go try different foods around town. And then they end up on Dirty Dining, and then, oh, well, good thing I didn't get food poisoning there, It happens to be so frequent these days where I've seen these places on Dirty Dining and these douchey-ass owners. It's like, get out of here. Go. We are very busy right now. I'm paraphrasing what I heard of the guy, what he said on that episode, but it was pretty close what he was saying. And yeah, that shit's fucking. I wonder if do multiple towns have that? Do different towns have that? Have Dirty Dining segments on their news channel? I think it's pretty awesome. It's like having Kitchen Nightmares without the Gordon Ramsay, which you could say is like a dummied down version of it. And sometimes the reporters aren't, I guess, more assertive, so they can't really go in. They play too close to the card. But once Gordon Ramsay's in there, that motherfucker tears the fucking hole in the wall. That dude's fucking, he's rebuilding and destroying everything. He even revamps the whole restaurant, and then they tell the people in the town that he's there, so they're busy for that day. He makes them money, but there's always that one episode in particular that the person, I just hate it. What happened? What happened to this place? Like when I saw this, I saw one of these episodes. It was like based in Florida, and it was with this old lady, and she just like kept shaking her head. It's like, I don't like it. Nope, no sirree. Where's my crocodiles? Where's my wicker basket seats? And then they like pan over for dramatic effect. And the American version is so dramatic. You gotta hate it and you gotta love it at the same time, because whoever cues in all those sound effects, it's gotta be fucking fun. That's gonna be a fun job for the editor. And when he walked into the restaurant, the narrator gets me he gets me in a way to where he's trying to be suspenseful, but he has like a very happy overtone to his voice. So it's not like so much like if anybody seen Unsolved Mysteries, like that Robert Stack voice. Because I've noticed when Robert Stack narrates, no matter what he's narrating, even if he does it like in a positive light, it still sounds creepy. It's like, today on the Unsolved Mysteries. Did you just... Why? Why did it cut out? Why are you doing this to me, Logic Pro X? I might as well use that other software that I was using for the Common Critics And that was like a QuickTime player that it just showed the little wave. It didn't even show waves. It just showed the meter going. Is it on? This shit just pissed me off, man. I was doing my Robert Stack impersonation. Maybe it sucks so bad that it interrupted me, but I'm going to keep that in there. So if you hear that, if it does it again, I'm going to keep it. I got to keep it. It's raw, unbiased, whatever I wrote in my bio. And speaking of bios, I love writing that shit in third person. That shit gets me every time because it's creepy. And I keep using that word creepy, but it's late night hours, early morning. People are going to work, getting ready right now. It's a mix of that element to where I'm just feeling a certain way. I fucked up my sleeping schedule, but I did catch up on a lot of classic movies. I will say that's the awesome part of when you fuck up your sleeping schedule and you kind of sleep in all day and you get to watch your 90s comedies that you loved as a kid. You get to do that. And then people are always wondering, what else do you do with your life? Well, I'm a pretty simple guy. And you can't hate me for always wanting to always watch my 90s comedies, my rom-coms. Okay? You can watch all your dramatics, all your I don't know what people watch nowadays. They're watching Game of Thrones, and everybody's mad about the ending, which I was going to watch it today, but I end up having to leave. So unless I download HBO Go to my Xbox, which I'll possibly do in the near future, so I might be able to catch up on all of it. Do I want to? I'm on the fence. I'll try it out. Just like... it's always more convenient to watch shows when it's all finished and you can just binge it on Netflix or you can binge it on Hulu. Either way, you're paying $12 to be a couch potato. But it's all about that the simple entertainment value of whatever melodrama you like to watch. But shit. Back to what I was saying about EDC, because I got totally interrupted and totally off track. But yeah, man, I did a lot of self-reflecting and realizing, damn, I judge way too harshly on things I really don't acquaint myself with or really try out. So I'm sorry about that. That's the one thing I'm sorry about. But the things I judge, I'm not sorry about. You get what you catching my drift here? But yeah, I need to stop being such a sourpuss. This is a therapeutic episode, I believe, since it's episode 10, and we're letting it all out. We gotta pull the strings, just pull it out. Come on, it's like when it's like in the Matrix where he's trying to pull that shit out of his belly button. I know what it feels like because I bled from my belly button several times. I've bled from my belly button. And sometimes it hurts and sometimes it doesn't. It's weird. It depends on what it is. But I remember when I went to the hospital about it and the doctor was like, you have oomphalitis. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know. You call me an Oompa Loompa, something's going to pop out and it's orange. But all I know is, maybe it was because one time it was like bleeding pus. And then, you look this shit up on the internet and you're kind of like, well, if it says I'm not gonna die from it, you kind of like disregard it, keep it clean, do all this other stuff. What I kind of, treated it with alcohol, cotton swabs. Got to keep it dry, and yeah. First time I really went to the hospital for it, they gave me some ointment, and I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to stick this there? But apparently, you put a little dab on a Q-tip, but you can't go too far because then you'll stab yourself, which I've done it. Don't recommend. Shit. When it comes to any type of doctor-related incidents, I've realized as I've grown older that shit, you try your best to live in denial about what the hell's going on about yourself. This is me personally. I might be wrong, but I feel more paranoid as I've gotten older. You've seen... And it's the documentary's fault. It's like all these fucking documentaries you watch, like, that have you scared. Because your mind is your worst enemy when it comes to that. Because you're over here thinking all types of possibilities, and it's always the most negative ones that pop into your head. Like, oh, you stubbed your toe, and then you read an article to where this kid got cut by a basketball hoop, and then his skin started eating itself. What the? No, shit. That's where I get scared, man. When like simple things cut me, and you can call me a hypochondriac all you want because I fully embrace that shit. I guess I do live the stereotype of a Virgo where they're germophobic, but hey, I'm not so sick as often as other people. I wash my hands, you dirty bastards. But the coolest thing that I've heard recently, and this is pretty genius actually, putting these sex toys to work, was Lamar Odom used a prosthetic penis in order to do his drug test. If that's not genius, I don't know what is. I really don't. I thought I'd throw that little tidbit in there. Because it just sounds like, going back to my topic of what I'm like throwing here, is catching up on these old classic movies. Because I did like a questionnaire on Instagram asking people what were the classic movies that they just throw movie classics out, like name them. And I got one that was Metropolis, and I had never seen it. I've seen the cover for it. I'm pretty sure it has like the golden statue of it. I'm pretty sure I've seen that cover. One that I've seen a lot was people saying Pulp Fiction. And, overrated movie. And it's only overrated because it's always just thrown up there with, it's hipster overrated, I guess. You hear it so much to where you're kind of like, all right, it's getting kind of old that you're saying that. It's like when Star Wars nerds just talk about nothing but Star Wars, and you're kind of like, it's you're sucking off this whole franchise. But it's not to say that it's a bad movie. I'm just saying, it's just a typical response. And then I got a lot of La Bamba, and I know people like to cry. Because if you say La Bamba, you're a person who's actually cried to that movie. And I have cried to that movie several times. I know the ending of that movie. I know, like, line for line, the movie. And I still cry to that movie. So, if you're in that category of people who do cry to that movie, I don't judge you. I judge the Pulp Fiction people more than I judge the La Bamba people. Even though great films. Both of them are great films. Like, where else are you going to see Ving Rhames get fucked in the ass? that in itself makes that movie an instant classic. Getting, like, the guy who played Scarecrow, I'm pretty sure was it him or was it? No, it's the guy who looks like every villain in every movie. They both have, like, that really sunken eyes, fucking jawline look to where they're really pasty, too. They just have that ultimate, let's say typical good-looking 90s guy. You know who I'm talking about. But he still looks like the bad boy. He always has to have the bangs and kind of like flicks the two little strands of hair he has in the front, pushes to the back. Tapping the cigarette. You catch my drift. One of them played the Scarecrow, and then he also played... See, I get those two actors mixed up to where the guy who played Scarecrow, I think he's the guy who played the villain from The Mask. And I can't be the only one on that who think those two dudes don't look the same. And for the longest time, you know what? I got to look it up. I got to look up that guy's filmography because he looks younger than when he puts off. So let's look up Batman Begins. And then we'll look up... what is it? The Mask. Batman Begins. And speaking of Batman, they hired my boy Edward. Edward from Twilight. Is he Edward? That's right. He's Edward and the other one's Jacob. I had an argument, I guess, with my ex-girlfriend about that. So basically she was talking about something about like weight loss or some shit. And I was like, even he got fat. She's like, what are you talking about? He got skinny again. I was like, hey. But I'm just saying, people go through fluctuating weights. even motherfuckers who got, they got the 6-pack abs and all that Shark Boy shit. Either way, it was something petty. And you always happen to have something petty. And I was watching a video earlier. Shit, I'm all over the place, man. I was watching a video earlier about 11 reasons why you shouldn't do an open relationship. And this guy was like, so... It's such a nice looking video because this guy was like, he was in Thailand, a city in Thailand, where he was in multiple coffee shops, and he was like on mountaintops talking about like different reasons. Like each one he would like transition, and then one he was like, it almost looks like he kept doing it off like a GoPro or his phone, to where he was like, reason number 11, trust. Or there was another one was like freedom. But the guy kind of dropped a little bit of knowledge on there. But it sounded like almost the typical... But what he said in the beginning, where he was talking about how it was saying that when you're bogged down to one person, and I've heard this so many times, and it was like almost word for word the argument for open relationships, to where it says nobody owns the other person, and it, like when you're with one person and you're tied down, it restricts you from giving your love to more people and something like that. But I've almost heard that word for word by multiple people. And that shit, I don't know, it was trippy to me. I was just like, damn. It's like, is everybody who's going to bat for open relationships like reading off a script? But I don't knock it. I just think it's kind of like, that shit is risky. Oh, he's 42 years old. Hold on. Are you in The Mask too? Come on. He was also in Inception. He was in a bunch of those Nolan movies. But his name is Killian Murphy. But I don't see him on here. He was in 28 Days Later too. I forget that he was that guy, but because he had his fucking, I guess his barber was off that day. Either way, wasn't his barber off. But he just had gotten out of the hospital, and he had like some stitches in his head, and they had to shave the side of his head. But I can't. This dude always plays the villain in every single thing, or somehow in way or shape, he's the guy who's gonna turn on the protagonist. Nope, don't see it. I have to look up the other guy. Let me open another tab. It's like I'm whacking into porn. I got to open multiple tabs here. Come on, The Mask. I'm so mad they didn't make a Mask sequel. I think that's the biggest letdown of like every like kid from the 90s. Talking about, if like you love The Mask, you're mad they never really came out with the legit sequel. And if anybody says Son of the Mask is a sequel, they're a fucking liar. They punch him in the mouth. They have their opinion is null and void. You see, Peter Green, this guy right here, he has the same Killian Murphy look, but this guy looks a little bit more creepier. And that's maybe because he's older. He's like 10 years older. He's 53. But this guy got like a 6 head. But he has that same Killian. See, even somebody fucked it up. Someone put a Killian Murphy picture where Peter Green is supposed to be, and they did it on. Looks like they did it on IMDb. So I'm not alone on here. I'm okay. I'm happy. I'm not alone on here. Oh man. And now I don't feel as bad. If anybody tells you to feel bad about certain shit like that, don't do it. Don't ever feel bad about that. Okay? It is a natural thing that our brain does, that it's almost like we have like our type of facial recognition that goes on in our head, because people have similar attributes and similar features to their face. So to that, nope, that ain't racist. Not in the slightest. Oh man. Where are you? Man, I'm trying to look at this guy's filmography here. Hey, he's in Pulp Fiction. Talking about the guy who looks like... Was I already on that topic? Of the guy who like raped Ving Rhames. There we go. Shit. Coming full circle. All again. But yeah, that's the guy who pegged Bing Rames with the fucking gag ball in his mouth, and then gets shot up by Bruce Willis. And I got to see a Bruce Willis movie the other day at the gym, in an EOS. If anybody has an EOS, man, and I feel like other gyms caught on to this trend, but I'm not aware of it, that there's a theater that you can work out in. I'm surprised more gyms never thought of that. But the guy who or woman who thought that was who initiated that idea, props to you, because that's like the most brilliant idea ever when it comes to fitness and all types of things like that. I can't stress enough how much of an innovative thing that was. Let me go back to my notes. Let me get a sip of water because I'm getting parched. Ooh, all right. So, man, nothing better than Arrowhead. I feel I am a true minority on liking Arrowhead. I know several people who like Arrowhead, but they get chastised and they get put down for being, oh, you like that tap water tasting shit. Hey, it's spring water. It's not your bullshit purified water. Stop lying to yourselves. Okay? They all get it from the same source. They just probably got some weird pipes that, I don't know, get into their water. Either way, it's an acquired taste. And we call the other water, me and James Michael, we call the other water peasant water. Okay? You can have your Kirkland water, which is good too. You can have your refresh water that's from Albertsons. You can have it all. But when it comes to Arrowhead, or it comes to Avion, because I love Avion. For some reason, I had Avion the other day, or a couple weeks back. I've never felt so hydrated in my life. I feel like I sound like the ladies who lived in New York like 30 years ago, and they're now old ladies, and they always tell you like, oh, the New York water was so much better, and I can't taste this Nevada water. I need to put drops of lemon in it. Shut your fucking mouth. And I feel like that's what somebody wants to say to me. But come at me. I fucking dare you. Fist up. Come on, let's go. I might not be confrontational, but come on, let's do it. Right now, I'm gonna draw a line in the sand. All right, you better have one arm that you have had amputated in your past, and then I'll fight you. Bring it on, bitch. Let's go. I'm going in. Let's got to see the time on this. 23 minutes. I just can't do this anymore, guys. I'm running out of topics. It's like I need to market better. That's what I fucking learned over this past week. I'm happy. I'm having these epiphanies about becoming more social on social media. Because I feel like that's what I was missing. Like, completely. I didn't click. It didn't click in my head, I'm here throwing my music down people's throats. I'm here constantly putting advertisements and promotions, and it feels like an advertisement. And that's all wrong. It's all wrong. I should be going back down, talking to people like they're people. And for the longest time, probably the past 3 years or 4 years, man, I've been so caught up in my own world. But I got to be more social. I got to let people know. I got to let them in. Okay? I got to let them in. I got to digest it. But guess what? You got to pick and choose, though. Because if you get people, some people are very persuasive, and they can manipulate the way you think. And they can throw you off track. So you got to be careful of that. I know from experience. Okay? The chicken wings and the beer may sound good at the moment. But then a couple months later, what happens? Oh no, you gain 50 pounds and you're kind of like, oh fuck. Self-esteem going low. But then the fucking weights are going. and then it's hard to breathe, and you're running upstairs and you're going. As many probably have noticed who know me, I've gained weight. You're waiting to lose. That's what it felt like I was doing. But, trying to get back on my fitness, I gotta work out my sleeping schedule a little bit better. Got to become more disciplined. Damn. It's different hearing it out loud when you have these monitors in your ears. It's like when I'm in the booth recording a song, and then it sounded good on paper. It sounded good in my head when I'm doing the lyrics and doing all the other stuff. But then you hear it in the booth and you're kind of like, oh, Jesus. I can't hit that note. Can't hit that key. And your dreams get shut down for a second. But then you got to adapt. And you got to get back into reality. That's the best analogy I can probably put to you. If you yourself is like into music or shit, anything. It applies. Do I hear that squeak? Do you hear that squeak? I always hear this squeak in my ears. It's from these headphones. I sweat in these bastards. Oh yeah. And we're going back to back. And I feel bad that I didn't post 2 episodes last week. I fucked up. I'm supposed to be posting 2 episodes a week. I'm even trying to pre-record these so that you never miss a beat. I don't miss a beat. It's fucking up. I'm fucking up, guys. I'm sorry. And I mean that. I mean that in the most sincerest way, because I can do the sorry, not sorry. No. I'm truly blessed to have, I guess, the friends that I'm around currently at this moment. And the environment I'm in, it could be a whole lot worse. And you put yourself down, and it's only you. At the end of the day, who's the reason why you're not being able to sleep at night, the reason why you're not being able to achieve your goals, it's always you. That sounds so fucking corny. Can you say something new? Well, no. Well, no, I can't. Because it is simple. And the more we complicate the shit, the more we feel obligated to change the wrong things and try to control elements that we're not supposed to control. And that's where we become discouraged. So we always got to point fingers and not take accountability for certain aspects. And that's where we come back into the cycle of, what the fuck am I doing wrong? There you go. Did I have a definitive answer there? I think I did. Really, truly. It may sound cryptic because I'm being kind of vague because I want to apply it to a broader spectrum. But, shit. Honestly, I was just supposed to talk about fucking movies. But now I'm back to mental health. Yeah, speaking of that, shit. What am I doing right now? 4:20 in the... Nope, it's 4:19. I got to say it when it does it. 4:20's coming. Come on. Toke, motherfucker. Toke. Yeah, come on. Even though I don't like to smoke weed anymore, because self-diagnosed myself with some fucking psychological disorder, which isn't really a disorder. It's just kind of like a little bit of a loopy type of feeling to where you feel like you're not in your head, but actually you're too much in your head to where you're almost watching yourself in, I guess, a movie filter. Like the way things look a little bit too vivid. Like I'm looking at shit through like a 4K lens amplified by like 20. It almost feels like I don't have to be high to be high. Because I just can turn it off and on. Sometimes I can't turn it off. And sometimes it comes like out of nowhere. Like something, it's almost like I'm hypnotized to where I can snap out of it. Like if I focus on a certain thing, but once like I get out of that focused state, it's so, oh my God, I can't believe I can't describe it, because it's an element of contradictory factors. Because if I'm too focused, then I'm out of it. But if I'm focused on a certain particular thing, then I'm back in it. Shit. Wow. Did I not? Did I just blow your minds there? No, I blew my own fucking mind. This is why I think all this damn technology, all this radiation, all these reptilians around us, man, they're gonna fucking kill us, man. It's all part of the elites' plan. And that's why I make jokes of it. Because a part of me believes that, and a part of me thinks like, well, if they really, truly want to do certain things, they wouldn't be as subtle. But there's always a flip side. And there's always a silver lining too. To where, shit, if that's the case, we're not alone in the universe. Hey, at least we got some element there. Can't be too mad. Yeah, but there's the Greys, there's the reptilians, there's the fucking... Those are the two I can name on my head. But can you blame me? Because right now, sleeping schedule, just not the business right now. Wow. What about Dugan? Dugan is such a... Oh, man. Why am I even bringing that up? I'm just gonna throw those out there. Why is there always a damn stereotype for cops to have Callahan and Dugan, or like Duncan? Like, I don't know what it was with movies back then, but there was always an officer named Callahan, and it always was some fat guy with a mustache. Can anybody explain that to me? Who are we basing that guy off of? I'd always want to see that. Come on. I don't want to see that right now. Come on. Open the wrong window. That's what I get for Twitter. That's what I get, Twitter. Log me out. Hey, I hate when I'm logged out. Oh, it's for your own safety. No, it's not. Fuck you. Even if I'm logged in, I'm logged out, somebody's looking at it. You don't have an Express VPN. I don't want it. I don't care. I don't care if someone thinks I'm in Nevada or if I'm in Florida. What am I going to do? Either way, I'm plastered all over the internet. I have pictures. Facial recognition. Oh, no. It's weird. I hate when people are so paranoid about certain things. Like when they, like, don't eat, like say someone, like, they drink a lot of beer, but then they eat egg whites. Like, what? What are you talking about? Or like, there's the one to where it's like, someone will tell you, like, someone's smoking a cigarette and then they'll tell you, like, oh, I don't eat donuts. Those are bad for you. Like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean there. Let's see. Oh, my endorphins are rising. More people are liking my photos. Damn, it's like 4:00, man. How the hell are you liking photos here? But back to my topic and point of people wanting to be, I guess, conscious of what they do, but at the same time they're not. And it's like a crock of horse shit I don't like to hear. You get me? You feel me? You feel me? Oh no. I'm looking at coupons right now. I haven't been to a spa in so long. I want to use that Groupon again. That shit sounds nice. Sounds super nice to do. Sansa. The fuck is Sansa? Oh, is this more Game of Thrones shit? God. Now I know what people felt like when they always saw Endgame. Like the people who didn't like watch the Marvel movies. Oh, what is this? What is this? What's this purple guy with this golden glove? Now I get to see Jon Snow. Now I get to see the Starks. and I get to see Peter Dinklage get mad that he gets chosen for dwarf roles. I'm sorry, you get typecasted? Excuse me. At least you get casted, you fucking asshole. No, I am a credible actor. No, you did Pixels. Calm down. Relax. And I always wanted to give that movie a chance, man. As one movie I thought was going to be cool when I saw the trailer. But apparently, no, it wasn't. It didn't have that same sting. And speaking of sting, not the band, but I'm saying I got click in the background. The sound is off, but I don't need the sound on because it's apparently one of those other movies that I've seen a million times and I still enjoy it to this day. Still cry. You know, don't hate. Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, it's still Sunday. Technically, so people from EDC, all the EDC whores, and they're getting the Airbnbs over here in Vegas. All the people. What are they doing? What are you doing? You know what? I had a friend. I have a friend. Sorry. I have a friend. His mom is renting out an apartment for the EDC people. And it was only like charging him like $50. I'm like, damn, I would charge him way more. Get out of here. Yeah, you're greedy. No, I'm fucking economically smart. Oh, what's this? What is this about? It's a flight radar. Are people flying in helicopters now? There's a helicopter traffic and to and from EDC at 4:15 a.m. right now. Jesus. What? People are taking helicopters now? Didn't you spend enough money on the fucking carnival? And your Airbnbs? Holy shit. Unless it's like medical. I have no clue. Hold on. Excuse me. Let me actually check this out. Let me go to the source. Oh no. They retweeted it. Oh, come on. I'm following a website. I'm following following Channel 8 News, and they're the ones retweeting the shit. They're not the ones posting it. Come on. Aren't you guys supposed to be the first ones to it? What a waste. This is why I watch Channel 5. You hear me? Yeah, loud and clear. I was trying to find something spicy for you guys. But apparently it's only EDC and helicopter traffic. Come on. I got to be like Jake Gyllenhaal from The Nightcrawler. Still haven't seen that movie. But I'm excited to see him play a villain. I don't know if is he going to be the villain? He's most likely the villain in Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm excited for that because I love Spider-Man Homecoming. And if anybody says that Tobey Maguire was the best Spider-Man, shut the fuck up. No, he wasn't. Get out of here. Take your nostalgia glasses off. Yeah, Andrew Garfield's a fucking dipshit. Hey, whoa. You leave Andrew Garfield alone, all right? There may have been some hokey moments, and they're both hokey. So, you can't shit on my dude, fucking Andrew Garfield, all right? All of them bring cool aspects to the character. Can we all just embrace that? Can we all just embrace that we have like almost 10 Spider-Man movies and almost 10 like Batman movies? I'm almost lost for words on that. I'm like, can't you guys like find somebody else to like do a movie about? And they did. And Marvel did it. MCU, X-Men, it's all there. So I'm not really asking for more superhero movies. I'm pretty not worn out by them, but I'm can't really ask for more. I feel like I am satisfied and I'm well fed. It may not seem like it may not look like it, but I'm satisfied. Thank you. Ooh, Patton Oswalt. You know, this guy's like image has changed over the past couple years because every time I saw him on King of Queens, he was just the squirmy, weird, slightly pervert guy who like didn't get laid, something like that. But now, like I see this guy and he's like he talks a lot of shit on Twitter and he kind of he has things to back it up. I mean, I never realized he had so much charisma. You know. Well, watch when I say this dude catches a case. I hope not. Nope. Tired of that shit. I'm tired of seeing that. That's one thing I am sick and tired of seeing is fucking sexual assault charges or anything related to that. That whole Me Too movement, all that other shit. Nope. That shit pisses me off on both sides. It's either, sometimes people get accused, like I think Aziz Ansari got accused when that girl's fucking whole story, and that dude almost lost his whole career, but then they caught her in her bullshit, So I think I feel like this all started a couple years back with the whole Bill Cosby thing, and then Hannibal Buress bringing it up, and all this other shit, man. It just sickens me on both sides. Neither majority of the time, I guess the man is wrong, because usually they're the accuser. But to say that women have never done that and manipulated their sex to get what they want or certain things, it's total fucking horseshit. I mean, it takes. Both are capable of it, but men just happen to be the fucking dipshits. Gotta do the casting couch shit that they do because it exists. They can't get regular pussy, so they gotta fucking manipulate and take advantage and exploit people. And there's the other side to that that pisses me off, to where it's like you went into it. You kind of sold your soul to the devil in that sense. You knew what you were doing. If you do it at a certain age, like, I get it when it happens to kids and the kids really didn't know, but it's also on the parents too. Like, if you're not watching your fucking kids, no matter what, or if you're a legal guardian, that's on you. Fucking what happened to Corey Feldman? That dude found out what the fuck he was surrounded by. More power to that dude. Now, and I can see why he went fucking crazy on that Friday the 13th set. So I bet you somebody fucked with him. No, I don't even have to bet, because that dude has stories for days. So, damn, just fucked up. Why you gotta do that? Why you got that's why there's hookers. That's why you have money for that. There's people who actually willingly do it and sell their body. Nope, I gotta pull my pants down and suck me off if you want this movie role. Or they gotta do some weird shit where they gotta roofie a woman and fucking, nah, man. You're fucked up. Fucked up in the head. People call me stupid and crazy and shit, Just look around. How about you look around? How fucking zany and whacked out this world is. Before you come at me saying, you're kind of weird, man. Well, you're kind of off-kiltered there. Sure. But I'm not gonna attack you and say there's no such thing as normal. Dumbass. There is. Normal does exist. It's an element of familiarity. But shit, I gotta end this, man. This is a great 10th episode because I was just all over the place, and I'm running off of a lot of sleep, but at the same time, when your whole circadian rhythm is off, you're kind of tired in a bit. I don't want to have to fuck it up even more to where I sleep at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock at night, and I wake up again at this time. But once I get it all in order, it's all smooth running from here. I feel it. I can feel it in the air. Damn. Excuse me, pervert. But yeah. For now on, I'm gonna plug myself at the end. And on top of that, if you're watching this on YouTube, hey, you're gonna get to see the plug actually on the video. And I didn't think to do that until last episode, where I'm like, shit, why haven't I done that? You're like, I'm trying to spoon feed you guys. I'm trying to tell you where to find me, where to go. Okay, which would be ironic, if you guys were to message me on one platform and be like, I don't know how to get there. And yeah, This is not just spoon feeding you, because I feel like that's demeaning. This is more along the lines of like, hey, here's a platter, here's a smorgasbord, here's the hummus, here's the baba ganoush, here's the grape leaf, and here's the baklava. We're going to have a good time. So with that, I'm signing off. Follow me at Twitter at Nordtown Ego, and then on Instagram, _Ego James. And shit, we'll have a good time. And don't forget to email the podcast, which is egojames@gmail.com. Nope. egojamespodcast @gmail.com. If I said that right, if I didn't say it right, it's in the description, everybody. Come on, everybody. If you made it this far, you might as well follow. You might as well shamelessly subscribe. Here I am. Later. See ya. I'm gone. Bye.